Vincent? How are you?
I'm good, Matt. How are you doing this morning? Is everything alright, Matt?
Well, to be honest with you, Vincent, I don't really know at this point. When I came home, I found this letter in my mailbox. I didn't think much of it until I opened it. It didn't say anything really, just had these strange series of numbers on it. At first I didn't know what I was looking at, but after a quick Google search I found out there were coordinates.
Wow, that's kind of far-fetched. Where do the coordinates point?
You know the old record store on Feather Road? The one with the huge guitar symbol?
Yeah, I know it. My father used to take me there when I was a kid. He used to pick up the latest records for his collection.
Well, they're tearing it down. It's a construction site now. God, I can't believe I actually drove out there. It was dark when I arrived. I took a quick look around, but I didn't see anyone, so I squeezed in between the gates. I saw a mobile office across the lot. The door was wide open and the light was on, so I decided to check it out. Inside, I found a walkie-talkie with a note next to it.
So, what did it say?
It told me to say hello.
So, did you ever say anything?
Well, no, I didn't. It just didn't feel right to me. I felt like I was being watched or something. I still took the walkie and left as fast as I could. I've had it for over a day now. I haven't even tried to turn it on once. I don't know if I should.
Hey, I understand, honestly. I wouldn't know what to do if I was in your shoes. You already know how this city is. Sounds risky to me.
Absolutely. I agree with you, Vincent.
Do you think maybe this person is trying to connect with you? Maybe he wants an interview from you, who knows? There's only one way to know for sure.
Hey, look, thanks for listening to me. I needed an outsider to help me put this in perspective. Thank you.
No problem, man. I know you're not a real reporter, but I'm always here to support you in your search for the truth. It's never too late or early, just give me a call.
You have a good morning. Sorry for bothering you this early.
It's okay. So, Matt, what are you going to do now?
I'm going to reach out. If you don't hear from me in a few days, report me missing. I'll keep in touch. Hello? 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 Can anyone hear me?
Go.
I can't make out what you're saying.
Go back.
There are reports of bodies being taken from the morgue last night in downtown Morston.
Some believe this is a sign of terrible events to come.
Police refuse to give a statement on any leads.
What are you going to do to me? Please, just let me go.
I don't know who did this to me. Hello? I'm here, hello? Man, fuck this. Hello? Who is this? And why are you laughing?
Let me ask you something. For what you're going to say next, it all depends on you right now. Get ready for a VIP welcome.
I'm in no mood to play these games with you, asshole. Tell me who you are and why you're after me. Do your damage because my damage is already done.
Oh well, you just answered my question. Thank you so much. So then, you are about to finish, I presume.
Yes, that's my name, but I don't need your VIP welcome. Now tell me who you are and why you're coming after me.
Let's get this straight first. You can tone down your voice, boy. Also, my name's not Asshole. My buddies call me BlackJack. You are the fucking asshole. And I'm not coming after you. The only thing you have to do is listen like a good little boy. I'm simply going to let you interview me and give you something to think about.
I always have something to think about these days.
Let me ask you something that might be very disturbing to you, and I hope you can handle it. What I'm about to tell you may even frighten you. I sure hope it doesn't scare you away.
Just like I said, my damage is already done.
Yes, I understand. So how does it feel?
So I see you've been reading the blogs.
Oh no, I don't blog. I was only guessing. Also seen the report of you being on the Chronicle. You were missing for a few days. But who listens and reads that stuff anyway, right?
Lately things have been feeling off. I'm trying to piece everything together. Blackjack, I don't know anything about you, and I don't know your story or what happened to you, but maybe I can help.
You can't help me, and I don't need it, Mr. Finnis. But I can say this, I am a 16-year veteran from the Army. When I first joined, I never thought I would make a good soldier. After basic, I was thrown into an infantry division. Good and bad memories. Basically, I went up the ranks. I was a radio technician for communications before I got promoted. Doing reconnaissance and communications for some deep special field operations. They used to call me BlackJack9, due to all the card games we used to play in the barracks. I just remember winning every time. I used to make everyone who was playing take 9 shots in a row for losing. Yeah, it wasn't a pretty sight. It was one hell of an experience, and one hell of a job to do. It was also an honor to be a staff sergeant. In the end of my retirement, getting those medals, like earning trophies. Like it really had some kind of value.
At least you were getting a reputation.
But that's not even the prettiest side of it all. But yet, there is shit that you will never forget. And I mean, you will never, ever forget. Only the dead has seen the end of war.
That doesn't sound pretty.
I haven't even got to the most prettiest part. I've seen many things. All I can say, I've seen a lot of terrible things in the Army, and I mean a lot of horrible, horrible things. Gruesome and gory like the movies, but shit never stops adding up for what I've witnessed. After being released in this great world called Morriston, Texas, shit doesn't change.
You're right. It never does. Everyone always sees something.
You're right. Everybody does see. And I mean something. I'm not talking about pedophiles or rapists. I'm talking about some crazy off-the-wall lunatic shit that psychos could only understand.
I understand. I could remember running into a few of those while working.
I always love to talk about the good parts, but I sure do hate remembering the bad.
Just try to remember what you can. No pressure.
I can still remember his grin from that man's face.
Who are you talking about?
Once you meet him, you'll never forget the sound of his voice.
Hello? Excuse me. Do you think you could help me fix a flat tire? Or maybe give me a ride to the auto shop?
No, jackass. I won't give you a ride. And you can't tell me you don't know how to fix a tire. Do you at least have a spare to get you going?
Yes, sir. I have a spare. It's right here in my trunk.
Okay, you got lucky. I won't normally do this, but you look like you on some serious need of help, boy.
Thank you so much.
What the hell? There's not even a All I can remember from that point on is the worst thing I ever experienced.
So how'd you get out of the trunk?
Well, I didn't. I was getting dragged out of the trunk. I can still smell the god-awful shit in the air. I was pulled into some kind of facility. Got slammed down onto this bloody table. Looking up at these bright lights, barely seeing the ones who were holding my arms down. I was screaming my lungs out towards them. They put some kind of cloth on my mouth that tasted like blood. Once you taste the torment of your war buddies dying in front of you, you can never forget that taste.
I couldn't even imagine the taste of someone else's blood.
Once you do, that's all you would taste from that day forward. Believe me.
Not very pleasant. I'd rather not. So tell me more about this experience, if it's not too hard to talk about.
I'd rather not talk about my war stories. But since we're on the subject, so afterwards, they hit me in the gut. They strapped me down. I couldn't even move anything anymore. Felt like I was getting interrogated. I could hear the man that put me in his trunk and drove me to that facility. He was far in the background, but all I could see was the figures of these people looking down at me. They were about to get ready to do something to me.
Do you know what these figures look like?
It's been too long. I try not to remember too much about it. All I remember was the chance to escape. I knew that was my only chance I was going to get.
So how did you escape?
One of the straps on my left arm wasn't so tight. I was able to squeeze my hand out. I had about a 6-inch combat knife. It was on my left ankle, so I reached for it. I cut the straps. Took that nasty cloth out of my mouth.
It's a good thing you had that knife.
After a few hours of sneaking around, trying to find an exit, I went into these few rooms. They had chopped up body parts, and I also seen people getting dragged just like I did. At that point, I panicked. I tried to remain calm and remembered to breathe. I kept low as I crouched and pinned my back against the wall. I didn't want to move until I made sure it was okay. Once I got back onto my feet, I focused down the hallway. I could see a fire exit. I had no choice. I started to run.
Sounds like a nightmare to me.
Yeah, sounds like I'm a lunatic, right? It's been 12 years since I escaped. Not knowing, always paranoid if another nightmare was going to come true. But I can still remember those people on those tables getting operated on while they were still awake, squirming, screaming out for their families, for help. One even looked at me. He was operated on by a few of the others. I could hear the echoes of the voices running through the facility. I was panicking so much, I didn't even want to stop. The most frightening part about that run sends chills down my spine, even to this day. Honestly, I thought I was about to be killed. When I was reaching the door, I ran into that man with that grin, that evil grin on his face. I could smell the death of his breath while he smiled at me, walking towards me. I won't ever forget it. That moment when he embraced me with his vision. I didn't know what to do. At that moment, I thought he was about to kill me. His disciples caught up to him. While I pushed that door open, I ran. And I ran. I didn't look back at the facility. But all I heard was from that man, his voice saying out loud, "Let him go."
Blackjack, I need to know where this facility is.
No, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Wait, Please. I need to know more if I'm ever gonna get to the bottom of this.
I went back a few years ago. The building had been abandoned. I walked around the area, but all I found was the old stains of blood on the ground and old broken tables and furniture. Months later, it was under construction and there was nothing left.
Fuck. So not even a trace of anything?
Well, no. Since then, I've been well undercover. My appearance is hidden from the real world. I don't risk my own safety, not since then.
How do you even get by?
After what I know, I had to get ready for something, so I stacked up. I was ready for a goddamn fucking apocalypse.
Blackjack, I'd like to talk to you more about this man in that facility. Do you know his name?
Well, like I said, that facility's long gone now. I never got a chance to get his name. Even if I did, I wouldn't want to remember it.
I'd like to meet you in person. I want to get a description of this guy you saw.
It's not too far from where you're at right now. Head west 3 miles from Feather Road. Take that right at the light on Main Street. It should be 5 miles, then take a left on a street called Nightingale. It's a small neighborhood now. Should be the house with the graffiti written on it. You can't miss it. Make sure you park a house down at least.
Okay, got it. You know, it's kind of funny. I'm gonna be the one coming after you now.
Whoa. Mr. Finnis, now that's a good.
Blackjack. Hello? Blackjack. Blackjack!
All elements of Sirenicide are copyright 2016 Atrium Dynamics. Please visit sirenicide.com for more details.